Okay, we're getting into Skuro versus Super Gamer. Game 1 right here, and Skuro starting off with the landing up here.
Oh! Skuro bet the goddamn farm
yeah, this
right
is, so Skuro's player 1, he's one of our home Nesses, along with his Ness brother, Tadman. And then we've got Super Gamer, rising Toon Link in the UK, from Portsmouth also, goes to uni here. And these guys face off a lot, because they're always at Port Smash, and this is their home local, so I believe Skuro took it last time. So it's one of those matchups where they know each other's playstyle to the point where it all comes down to wit and abusing matchup vulnerabilities. Right now, Skuro is doing the better job of it. He's sort of finding the little pockets where Tink doesn't have any defenses in forms of either projectiles or landing aerials. Ooh, gets the back throw,
wow,
but good DI from Soopah. Yeah.
Just got to point out, Ben, while you've got an amazing radio voice.
Ooh, finds the up air while Soopah was in the middle of throwing a projectile. That's the sort of
find out about doing your university radio.
Like
boomerangs,
top level teammates will know exactly when to pull projectiles. They'll have bomb pulled all the time. They'll have it pulled from a safe distance, or they'll make the read and manage to get one out. Sort of aid them.
Yeah, it's very similar to.
Okay, so already I've noticed Soopah. Already I can see that you're throwing projectiles without really looking at what your opponent's doing. A good example would be what just occurred, where you know you're happy to throw projectiles. We all know this from when we saw you fight Mitsu, but you're throwing projectiles here in a situation which I'm kind of like, which are punishable.
Or they'll make the read and manage to get one out. Sort of aid.
So he's hit your shield here. He's quite close. In fact, he's close enough to roll behind you. You need to be aware of that. So if we go into like this classroom real quick, we'll go here. We'll pretend he's not starting to roll. Man, Neston really looks like he's squatting at a turd on like frame 1 of his roll animation, doesn't he? Anyway, so you are here. This is you. When it comes to projectile throwing, this range here, anywhere from here to here, is an area where you don't want to throw projectiles. If you throw projectiles here, there are many ways it can go. You can get it like, you can get Squat Master here, can roll behind you, and punish you. They can walk up or dash up. They can dash up to you, shield it, we're going to pretend that's a shield, and then punish you. They can short hop air dodge, and hit you. So within this sort of range, anywhere from here and here, so like a roll's length, anywhere that's within a roll's length is not somewhere that you actually want to throw any projectiles. Because while they're good projectiles, they are still laggy. So the point is, don't throw stuff there. Anywhere a bit further beyond, like this bit's a little bit unsafe. Like from here to like here, that's a little bit unsafe. Because if they're a character that's like got a fast option or like are able to like get over stuff really easily, like say a Mewtwo does a short hop air dodge forward air, or a Fox jumps over and does anything ever, people are able to get around it there, but they have to really commit to it in advance. And then anywhere that's from anywhere from here onwards is safe. Throw whatever you want, you're fine there. They can't punish you. So try and remember that. Don't throw stuff in this area. This is no. Don't throw projectiles here. This is okay. This is a little risky. Anyway, if we show what we said, I said that this was a... Wait, no, wrong colour. I hate how it keeps showing up in the corner. But this is a red area. You can't throw stuff here. So if we go watch it real quick. He rolls behind you when you've thrown a projectile, and you've gotten grabbed for it.
It's very similar to.
And you're not taking a huge amount of damage for it, but the fact is that he's getting around it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Air dodges 3 projectiles and uses the landing.
See there was another one. Another bad bomb pull.
Oh, okay. Air dodges.
So he's very close to you, and he's not in any lag. Ness is doing nothing. He stood here. He's whistling a tune. We'll make some notes. Yeah. He's doing nothing at all. And you decide to pull out a bomb. Man, my art is amazing. We decide to pull out a bomb here. that's not a good idea, man, because it's you're doing an action that your opponent can punish. By doing the projectiles at these unsafe ranges, you're going to just keep taking damage. And we'll observe this happening a lot.
Quite high up, so he needs to be careful. And that's another thing that Nesses enjoy doing, is also cancelling the down air in order to...
remember you got other spacing tools at mid-range rather than just projectiles. Your Z air is amazing.
Every time Skuro gets hit, he just punishes the hell out of him. So,
there we go, that was nice.
Good stuff, yeah.
55% lead,
Yeah, it's the tactile and...
See, your jab is, while it's not fast, it's good. It's got good range.
If you can sort of weave in and out with using Ness's mobility, then Toon Link Zone is much less effective. But what Soopah is generally good at doing is scoping.
See,
out,
these projectiles are fine. That one was a little risky. That one was alright, although very, cutting it quite fine.
Combo game isn't just like play it's melee.
Yeah. With melee, confirms come through, and then it's either juggles or some sort of chain grab, or
Yeah. See, all right. So the reason why that didn't work. This one worked, but what you did with this one is that you jumped into him with it. With a Z, you want to space it so you hit with the end of it and you're not jumping into them. Because he power shielded it and then you jumped into him, you're essentially falling into him. So the Ness has obviously stood there and you've just fallen into him, and it's just made it an easy shield grab. And you're not going to die, but you're in a terrible position.
Sort of equal amount of effect between melee and Smash 4?
Yeah, I'd say so for mine. In terms of definitely survival DI, combo DI, but...
Yeah, that was.
And you did the same thing again there.
Weaving out of the,
exact same thing. You jumped at him with the Z air. You want to pull back when you do it.
Consistently having the percent lead throughout that, at least 60%. So.
That's right. Never really in danger. Soopah does generally sort of have a comeback factor from what I've seen. His playstyle is very, very patient, but he
you're good with your projectile game. It's just you do it too much. You do it at positions where it's no longer a viable option. So you need to be careful about that, really.
That's right. And once you've got a lead, yeah, you have much more confidence in maintaining it. And that's what we saw from Skuro right there. And
especially when you have the lead, you don't have to approach. They're approaching when you're done.
Yeah.
That's a matter of sorry.
What I also like to see, what I'm also liking from Skuro here, is that he's switching his movement options. Sometimes he'll just stick right to the ground and stay there and not jump and give you those jump reads. Yeah. Some other times, he'll just quickly switch that into a much more air-based game, scoping from above and using quick options.
Yeah, he's pretty much, he's only committing to a mix.
See, there was another risky bomb pull.
Projectiles, but forcing his approach. He's really got to keep mixing like that. He's got to keep mixing his approach. His shield stop then. He's doing jump there.
That's right, and he's being safe as well. We saw the rising there on the shield, and all the projectiles were out generally, so he didn't really have much danger of that.
Yeah, it was nice.
Good F smash.
I want you to notice that how much more successful your players. Yeah, see. That was nice. I want you to see how much more successful your game is when you threaten with like non-projectile moves as well. When you threaten with things like your forward air or your nair. Hello, Verd.
Here it comes. Skuro getting a little bit hasty now. Doesn't want to be behind versus Toon Link, so he just wants to get some percent on the board. But he doesn't want to be.
I want to point out, you don't want to approach with Toon Link. Like, well, you can, but you don't approach in the way that a normal character does. If you think of Foxes approaching, where they dash attack into you, that's a approach. But what you do with Toon Link is you you pressure their shield. Like, you pressure them with, like, a jab or like an F tilt. Or like a space and there, anything spaced. And then you back up, because he is, at the end of the day, a swordie. But, like, that's like that's not like a gung ho approach. When people, a problem a lot of people have is when they think approaching, they think it means going right in and going completely aggressive. That's not quite approaching. You can create a presence near your opponent, like what I was saying to Hite earlier. you need to make sure you pressure with your presence by being there, by being like, look, if you try and attack me, I'm gonna back air you. I'm gonna do it. Don't you dare like question me. I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna hurt you. You do it in the same way with like Toon Link. It's like, I'm gonna hit you. Like, you know, I'm gonna hit your shield. You know, you might not take anything more than a little bit of shield damage, but I'm here and I'm attacking still. You need to be careful. But that fearful positioning stops as soon as you put yourself in a bad position. Like you can pressure someone's shield with Z-airs and bombs all day, but as soon as you jump into them with a Z-air, it's game over. You've given away everything. They've grabbed you. They've back thrown you. Ness has killed you at 100. Congratulations. Stuff like that. Anyway, let's watch.
About that.
Toon Link knows he's going to lead. He's not approaching.
Yeah, we just passed a quarter of our time limit, so you know Skiro has time.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to rush things. I almost thought he was going to go for the PK Thunder 2 off the stage.
I was scared.
But like when we watch you play, like as soon as you're in a position where projectiles aren't really an option, you seem so scared to do anything else. Toon Link's got some good normals, man.
Oh, I thought we were going to see a dare.
He's bringing it back.
Yeah, and I mean that sort of level of patience. Ooh, blimey! Getting super early, yeah.
Only a slight percent deficit is definitely doable.
Skiro not phased at all by the lead being taken so early. And that's
like you want to escape as soon as you're in close.
Ooh,
you can just see as soon as he's on top of you, like, oh no, let me run away! Ah, get me out of here!
Unless you're heavy or you have a large hitbox.
Toon Link's got some good moves. He's got some good mid close range moves. His Nair is honestly mad underrated. I don't care what anyone says. Forward air is safe on block. See, look at Zaya's busted.
Zaya confirms he's been practicing those quite a bit. He's got a lot of confidence in the quick reactions, knowing that Zaya's landed and getting suitable follow-up. And because it's a landing move, you know, the reaction has to be quite good. It's not a lengthy move which you can combo into later, like for instance, Ness's down throw. Like that PSI magnet on the bomb smoke. Didn't get anything there, but.
I feel like for this kind of matchup, you need to get those confirms or else you just going to get frustrated.
That's right. Yeah, and Skiro is remaining vigilant. He's sticking to his plan of switching between different movement options. Yeah. And this is Soopah's forte, just keeping up the
See, the thing is, like, they don't actually ever have the reason to be scared after they shield a bomb, because you never go towards them. After they shield a bomb, you always run away and try and get more space.
Yeah, I think.
Oh look, the one time you didn't do it, one time you actually ran towards him.
I feel like he could have maybe waited a little bit. Yeah.
I'm gonna post a link in chat to an old VOD from back in the day. You're gonna have to forgive me just a moment. Oh god, you're gonna see my recommended YouTube. DBZ7 Anarchy. I believe this was the one. It was a good VOD. I'm going to post it in the chat. I want you to watch that Soopah, because that shows Anarchy mixing up his playstyle. Actually, let's take a look at some of Toon Link's normals. Because I am certain that Z-Air is... Can I get the Z-Air? Do they have it here? I don't think it's there. That's kind of annoying. Even so, Nair's got a nice big hitbox. You don't want to see my search history, fam. So like, that's actually a really nice hitbox that he's got there. Like, I mean, admittedly, that's not the one you're going to see often. It's going to be that one. But for something that's what, frame 6, that's a really nice fast attack. Forward air as well. Let's take a look at that one, shall we? Oh, forward tilt actually. This is active for forever. Like, if people come in to try and approach, you can just do that. It's there for ages. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 frames. It's there in front of you for 4. It's a good move. Highly recommend it. Anyway, yeah, let's go back to watching the VOD.
Thing always works. It's quite hard to find Ness's landing too, just because of his mobility. So good play to Soopah there.
The fact he just committed so hard for that just kind of shows his intent.
So now Skuro gets to pick a stage. I wonder what Soopah banned.
But like an important thing to remember is
Probably low blast
if
zones.
you never go aggressive after a bomb, they have no reason to be scared. Because if they know you're just going to run away every time, they're gonna just drop shield and run at you afterwards, and you're gonna lose all your stage control. You're gonna have to run away even more than you normally would.
I'm getting right in and I'm showing you. Okay, gets behind Soopah from the ruckus there. That's another useful tool for Ness in this.
See, there's honestly, it comes down to mixing in your defensive play, because you pull grenades in bad situations.
Very good. Especially good.
You pull grenades, pull bombs in some like iffy situations. What are you doing?
Okay, just gonna find a forward air. Nothing super cool there.
It feels like a lot of this matchup is trying to get it broken.
Yeah, see, that was on you. Like you, pretty much all of that came from pulling unwise bombs. Pulling bombs in situations where Skuro was close enough to punish you, and he punished you appropriately.
And yeah, we saw there a little bit of an erratic recovery from Soopah, and Skuro was able to take quick advantage of that. So now Skuro is playing from the lead, and he gets to exercise a lot of a keep away game, which you see quite here. Does land.
See, this is better. This is good play.
He wants to be careful. What I also liked seeing from Skuro earlier is just catching on to the habits. This is born from just playing each other over and over again. But the air dodge into tether recovery from Toon Link is exploitable. A lot of people don't think it is, just because if you go for something like that, you assume that it's safe. But it's not. You can punish it. A long-lasting aerial like a Ness and Air. I personally use Palu's Nair, which is quite long-lasting.
Any sort of lasting.
Yeah. Now Skuro's lead is rapidly depleting here. He's
had him on the ropes.
Yeah, he's rolling quite a bit too, I've noticed, which is not something you want to do versus Toon Link, just because of the amount of horizontal space you can cover.
Double roll.
Still. Okay, uses the drift away.
That was pretty. He was looking for a forward air or something.
Yeah. Again, missed grab.
So again, there was a bad boomerang.
Skuro is in. You know,
in a place where Skuro was close enough to punish it, and admittedly you didn't take much damage, but you could have taken more.
To that option.
It doesn't surprise me that Miller slaps you,
long-lasting and is
because no one is going to be better at punishing bad projectiles than him. He is so used to getting through people's walls.
Yeah, because taking the, just as I say that, taking the stock right here only reduces the gap to about 26%.
And in this kind of matchup with the projectiles just hacking on slight percent's not too much of an issue, it's more so just getting in with pressure.
Yeah, that's right. I would like to see a little bit more side B from Skuro, because it is quite useful against Toon Link. Yeah, because if it lands on anything, it creates the
There's another one. There, another one. You pull a bomb when he's close. And then you run away and you throw a boomerang because you just want to keep going defensively. If you'd have just thrown the bomb, or if you'd have done something differently from your usual pattern of bomb, boomerang, bomb, boomerang, bomb, boomerang, he wouldn't have been able to do that jumping PK fire. He's done it before you've run away. Whoops. So that he started running before you did. Because he knew ahead of time that you were going to run away and do a boomerang. So he knew.
Yeah, because if it lands on anything, it creates the barrier from there on out. And that it doesn't just have to hit Toon Link, it can hit the projectiles too. And then Soopah won't be able to follow up with other projectiles along that horizontal plane. The short hop nairs at the ledge are generally good. What's he going to find here? Fortunately, the Smash 4 platform wasn't too far to the left, otherwise the base knockback on the forward front.
Don't know why you're throwing a boomerang on that platform, fam. There's nothing for you there.
The lead is widening once again.
Really putting on pressure now.
Yeah. And the fake outs at the ledge are very good from Skuro as well, because drifting and turning your back to the ledge like that, you're going to think, oh god, down smash, go for a jump or something. But then he just turns around and starts with the up airs or the airs, you know. Patience is really cool right now. Yeah.
So I respect the fact that you're being very patient here, but
Really
I'm not sure what there's not really anything for you there. You need to get off this platform. That's not going to kill.
It is.
It is if you can't DI.
Just needs to go a little bit more upwards there. Always aim for.
Right, honestly, I don't think there's anything else I can glean from this VOD. We got the key three. We got the key things for you there. There was the sheer lack of awareness when it comes to pulling your projectiles or throwing your projectiles. You got to be aware when they're close enough to punish it. You know, if you're gonna pull a bomb or a boomerang, you have to be like, if I do this here, they can punish it. If you play against me, you know what? Next time we're both free, ask me for some friendlies. I will play you, and every time I see you go for that, I am going to dash attack you, and you're going to take 14%. You're going to die at 90. And it's not going to be because Ike's broken, which you'll say anyway, because it's your thing apparently. But it's going to be because you're pulling bad boomerangs or bad bombs. So that's the key thing to work on. Not pulling boomerangs or throwing bombs. Not pulling bombs or throwing boomerangs in positions where they can punish you. Or at least not doing it often enough to get regularly punished like that. Also making sure that you mix up how you act after throwing a bomb or a boomerang. Because you're going defensive almost every single time at the moment, unless you know 100% that it's going to connect. If you're not sure, you retreat. Running up short up there after a bomb is a really good option for stuffing potential attacks. Your offensive game, I can't comment on it because there wasn't one. This is what I'm saying about it. It's very, very defensive, and admittedly you're playing a defensive character. But I think that if you watch that VOD I sent you of Anarchy, I think he'll do quite a lot. Is when he throws a bomb. We'll find a situation where you threw a bomb.
That's Skuro's jump taken, but he just knocked it.
Or threw a bomb straight at someone.
I mean, it's still a pretty close game regardless of the fact that it's
Yeah, because taking the
we'll find a spot.
Taking the stock right here only reduces the gap to about 26%.
Yeah. And in this kind of matchup with the projectiles just packing on slight percent, percent's not too much of an issue, it's more so just getting in with pressure.
Yeah, that's right. I would like to see a little bit more side B from
I need to find a situation first.
Quite useful against Toon Link.
Alright, now this is the point where he punished it.
It creates the barrier from there on out. And that it doesn't just have to hit Toon Link, it can hit the projectiles too.
I will find it eventually.
Soopah won't be able to follow up with other projectiles along that horizontal plane. The short hop nairs at the ledge are generally good. What's he going to find here?
God damn it. Did you ever get stage control back?
Fortunately, the smashball platform was...
See, this is going to be something you're going to struggle with as well as getting stage control, because you're so focused on trying to play defensively that you're not looking at getting the stage. You want to be stood there. You want that bit. That's the nice bits where you get to throw bombs all day. You want to be there, but you spent the entire time on the outskirts because you're always running away.
The forward throw would have done it for him. But nonetheless, the lead is widening once again.
Really putting on pressure now.
Yeah. And the fake outs at the ledge are very good from Skuro as well.
Yeah.
Right, in a situation like that where you've just thrown a bomb, what a better thing, you know, there are obviously other things. Like, let's pretend that bomb hit his shield. What you can then do is you run up and you do a short hop there. So short hop there, you put the big hitbox in there, the sword goes there, and then goes here. It's a very fast option. It will stuff people if they try and attack. If they try and be aggressive and attack you after the bomb hits their shield, your Nair will usually win unless they got something really, really fast. Like, I mean, extremely fast. So doing stuff like that is good. It puts pressure on the opponent without actually taking a huge risk yourself. You're still doing the mix-up. You basically making them say, like, right, but if you always do the defensive option, they're just going to run and shield everything you do. So that's going to be your biggest thing, is working in stuff to stop people from trying to run at you. You don't want people to run at you. You want them to be scared to do so because they think you're going to get hit. If you just throw projectiles, people are just going to run at you all day, every day, and they've got nothing to be scared of. So that is the main thing that you need to work on. Again, pulling bombs and boomerangs in bad situations. Just try and be more mindful of where in the stage you and your opponent are. You should know where you are at all times, but you need to be watching your opponent. Make sure they're not too close when you pull something. Anyway, that's about all I can get off that. So I've got one last VOD left.